But as it was, we couldn't get someone else at the very short notice that we were working on it. So there's no contention over the fact that three principal contenders from the point of view of those most mentioned. Now, in terms of the weight, who is likely at the end of the day to have delivered on the goods? I guess that's what we'll be looking at. So taking away the fact that I know you will say that your candidate is the surest horse. So remove that. You can't say that anymore, at least not in this first line. You can come back and say it, but not in the opening line. How do you see, INEC says it is prepared. Yeah. You yourself, you know the lie of the ground over there. Are you satisfied that, yep, INEC has presented it very well? We are all prepared.
Well, looking at the level of commitment from INEC, from the security agencies, and from the political parties, it will be safe to say that all the stakeholders are prepared for the election, and the election will come and go smoothly without inches, and it will further concretize our democratic push.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, we'll have a people-oriented government that will meet the yearnings, that will meet the aspiration of the people of Edo State. That is the aim. The whole thing is centered around the fact that the people of Edo State must be served and served very well. So the preparation is at top gear, and so far so good.
Yeah. What do you make of the fact that 17 parties are involved, but only the candidates of 3 of them are heard from to any significant extent? In fact, there's even a lady in there. Even that distinguishing factor.
You see, Yori, let me tell you something, my brother. The truth is that there are political parties, there are political parties. There are parties that just want to be seen, not to be heard. There are parties that are not in the race in the true sense of it, because for you to run a political party is not funny.
It takes a lot of doing.
It takes a lot of doing. You need to have the structure from the world level to the local government level, down to the state level, and probably to the national level. The way it is now, the party that can say to some extent well structured at the unit level, ward level, local government level, and the state level is APC and to some extent PDP and Labour.
Indeed.
So you will not be surprised to see that these are the 3 dominant political parties in Edo State. Manifestly, these are the parties where you have all the political gladiators and major stakeholders in Edo polity that are actively involved today. If you look at these 3 parties, they are predominantly in these 3 political parties. So others can exist, but cannot survive. Others can be hard, maybe.
Okay.
But certainly they are not physically in existence.
As you
with due respect to
I understand
the candidates,
I understand
the parties, yes.
You know, when talking about the election and the candidates, 3 main contenders. We have to say that for the record. There are 17 parties involved,
yes.
Including a lady, but just 3 of them, and I was just mentioning them there. You got Senator Monday Akwebolo, you got Asue Gudalo, you got Mundumide Akwata. And so we've heard from their parties largely and their representatives. Now, it's all about the Edo people, because that's the market. Yes. That's the market everybody is feeding.
That is the market. That is the target.
That's where, okay, just that picture that just flashed across there is it's an iconic one. Yes. I say iconic in the sense that that was Senator Adams Oshiomhole campaigning massively for his party's candidate. Now, let me talk a bit about that. We've heard from the parties as it regards their candidates. We've not heard as much from Senator Monday Okpebolo directly.
That is
because I want to put this against the fact that we've heard largely from Asue Ighodalo, whatever we feel about what you've heard from him. Ditto Olumide Akpata, but not so much from Monday Okpebolo. Is this in any way something of a danger to his aspiration, or it doesn't matter? What's your read of it?
You see,
and how would you explain it?
No. There's no much explanation other than the fact that he's talking to people that he should talk to. The voters of Edo State are the people he's reaching out to. Mm-hmm. We don't even have time to come to the studio. People like us can go to the studio. You know what it took me to move from Benin to this place? I got to enter Lagos in the night yesterday, and by 4, 5 this afternoon, I have to be back to Benin. So he is going around the unit. In Edo State, we have 192 wards. In Edo State, we have 192 wards. And he wants to go around the 192 wards. And you are talking of 192 days if he's to take each ward per day. Even if he's taking 2 wards in a day. And you know what that means? So what he's doing is he's moving from ward to ward. Look at the rally. Move from ward to ward. And in between the wards, he still go to visit critical stakeholders at the ward level, talking to the grassroots. He's not just talking to them and asking them to vote for him. As he's going with a note, a pad.
Okay, because I was going to say that.
Looking for, studying and asking them what is their yearnings, what is their aspiration.
And taking notes.
Taking notes. He's taking notes from word to word because for a long time, Edo has been shortchanged.
But I thought
the grassroots people of Edo State, the voters have suffered so much. So the grandeur of coming to the studio, the grandeur of coming to the studio to come and talk to
or speaking in public.
No, he speaks in public.
Well,
he speaks in public.
Okay.
He addresses rally from here to there. What he doesn't like doing, or what he may not have the time, he doesn't like it, or he cannot face the press, he may not have the leisure of time as to be able to come and start talking with pressmen in the studio and all that. But he knows his owners. He has contested before and he won massively. He knows how to get the vote. His target now, as we speak, is how to target the vote. Speak to the electorate. Speak to the unit leaders. Speak to the ward leaders. Speak to the LGA leaders. Speak to the community leaders. So that at the end of the day, after winning, he will now come and talk to the press.
Of course, but if indeed he should.
Even if he has time, he can come. But it's just that he's prioritizing his time. That is the major. People don't seem to know. Somebody, you are talking of a distinguished senator of
the
Nigeria.
Federal Republic.
You say he cannot talk. He cannot talk. Somebody who have moved motions, who have sponsored bills.
No, I didn't say he cannot.
No, that's what people try to insinuate.
Well, you know what they say.
That is what people try to insinuate. That one doesn't bother him. Doesn't bother us.
That's because
what we say, what we insist that they should do is to meet the people, ask them what is your needs. For instance, let me give you.
In other words, concentrate
on those that will give him the vote.
His area of strength.
And know what they want. What is their basic demand? How is he going to prioritize their demand? Because the problem we have had for the past 8 years or so now is that we have a government who does not even know how to prioritize the demand of the people because it's not in touch with the people. A government who is far from the yearnings, a government who is far from the grassroots because the governor just came, he didn't go around the wards.
Okay, so it would appear.
Babalo is going around the wards to know how he touches the people at the grassroots.
Well, just as you're doing now under this topic, and it doesn't matter what the topic is, that's the same way it goes with his party, the APC, your party. The party speaks for him. Principal people are explaining as you have just explained. You don't hear from him very often directly. And you're saying that is not even accidental, that this is part of knowing, I think it's about strategizing. That's what you're saying. Although we hear from the others, but you have said that if indeed he should win, at that time, he will have to speak for himself. He will have to express himself to the people. But in the meantime, you have said that you are not even concerned about that. You don't see that as a minus at all.
No. No studio in Lagos is coming to come and vote for our candidate in Benin.
That is true.
No studio in Lagos will come and vote for him in Benin. And also he's a team player. People have been assigned responsibilities. You talk to the press. You talk to the voters. You go to the grassroots. You be the mobilization officer. You be the police. So we have shared the assignment to ourselves. So those who are talking to the press should talk to the press. But his priority is talking to the voters. So that at the end of the day, we will gather the votes and win. Then, if it is time to talk to the press, you will see him in full force talking to the press.
Well, the market, so to speak, out there is 2.6 million votes out there. That's because that's what